Zavala. The Cabal are evacuating with extreme prejudice. They're getting torn up down here.
I was doing. Oh, my microphone was just muted. I mean, I didn't really say anything. I was just kind of admiring the environment. I've done this before, but hey, whatever. I just had a random thought while I was playing. You know, I was thinking to myself, yeah, I had a really big opinion of Destiny a couple weeks ago that kind of shifted. And watching the cutscene that the Taken King opens with is actually very emotional for me to listen to, at least the ghost part, and I think everybody can agree with that. It's pretty emotional scene where he talks about how he finds you and how he was never born before the Traveler died and all that. It was kind of cool. And I wanted to bear my opinion on Destiny, even though it's a stream. Anybody on my channel will probably watch it, but at the same time I'm not that popular, so it's not a big deal if no one watches it. But I want to put it out anyway. I remember a couple weeks ago when my friends were getting back into Destiny and the Destiny 2 trailer was announced, I gotta go this way, that I actually had a strong opinion saying I really hope Destiny does not.
What the hell was that?
That's a light. I was really hoping that Destiny 2 does not suck or fail in the way that Destiny 1 did, at least when it comes to its base game.
Thank you for your input.
Okay, they're gonna die. Damn, it would suck to beat them. But, no, there's a lot of stuff going on. A lot of people are talking about it, Destiny 2 and everything. And, I mean, I'm excited as well. Especially after playing through Destiny 1 again and giving this game a second chance. Because, let's be honest here, this game, when you play year 1, it's either you love it, you're or you hate it. And I was part of the group that was at first, and I grew to hate it. So yeah. But I really didn't want to hate it. I kind of had I didn't really have any hopes for it when it first came out because I didn't really care about it.
Give your will to me.
No, thank you. No, I don't know. I just thought about it. I was like, you know, I really have shifted in opinion though. Because like I just said, when the game came out and I tried to get into it, I had a really shifted opinion of it. And I was like, I don't like this. Especially when the DLC came out. And I was a year one person. Like I said, I got it with this PS4. So, to see all the DLC just come out and to see like the incomplete story and to be unsatisfied with it, I was like, yeah, I'm not really sure if I like this game. And after playing the DLC and everything, I kind of say that I have shifted my opinion. I kind of wish I didn't have to spend, or wait a year and then spend $50. I wish I could have spent the money and enjoyed the game for what it was. But at the same time, you gotta give credit where credit's due, and tell that you could say that Destiny really did improve itself, especially at the end there. The first two DLCs were lackluster. The second, the second DLC were lackluster. The third DLC, on the other hand, which is this one, is it's pretty decent. It's a pretty good DLC. The opening cutscene is the first sign of like emotion with the ghosts and everything, and you begin to see like, okay, your ghost is he has emotions, and it makes you like appreciate the voice actor compared to Peter Dinklage. You know how they shifted that halfway through the game's lifespan, or it was I think it was halfway around the lifespan. I'm not entirely sure, but. No, I still think that it was a good pick. I've heard other people disagree, but nonetheless, I'm just talking at this point. I think that Destiny improved around the halfway mark, and with Destiny 2 coming up, I'm gonna admit it, I'm kind of excited. I've been shifted in my values. Someone over here. Shifted in what my values are towards the game. I used to be like, I'm not sure if I like it, and I would be that one person who'd be like, I'm not really excited for Destiny, or I don't really like Destiny. I don't like playing Destiny. I sold Destiny after 3 months owning it, after I tried to get into it for a while.
The bases are
and
We have
I don't
reports of
know.
these taken across the system.
But the thing that
Go,
changed my
get
mind
out.
was the quality behind these DLC. And I mean, it kind of sucks to say that the story is in the DLC, and that the last two, but nonetheless, it is still technically there, and you will have a good time with it if you're coming back into it after so long like me. And Destiny knew they were going to lose some people. They tried so hard to get them, or they knew they lost to some people, and because of that, they tried so hard to get them back. And some people just couldn't be won back, but, you know, I kind of admit it, I came back. Mostly through peer pressure, but nonetheless, I came back. So yeah, my thoughts on Destiny 2. I saw the trailers, and after playing through the game, I'm even more excited for it. Because I'll be a little honest with you, the trailer was funny. That was a good move on their part. At least the one where he's trying to rally them. You had Sabala and Kate 6 both talking. And if you don't know it, you're still going to enjoy it, because I didn't know anything about Destiny when I was watching that. I didn't pay attention to the story. I kind of remembered Savala. I didn't remember Kate 6 because I was a Titan on my first playthrough, so I didn't really, you know, I never really paid attention to Kate 6, and he didn't really get a spotlight until The Taken King, which is where he grew in popularity. But after seeing the trailer and then playing the game, I could definitely say I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm actually going to pre-order it either today, tomorrow, for $5 down. And I'm going to play the open beta. I'll live stream a little bit of it for you people who actually watch the watch. Probably put it on Twitch because that reaches more people. But I'm excited. Apparently there's more weapons, there's more class abilities, there's more equipment, more redesigned stuff. There's a better story. That was one of the things that made me dislike Destiny so much in the first year, was the story. It was so lackluster with its it's really short. It was really short. You can complete it in like an hour, or not an hour, but like 2 to 3, maybe 4 hours if you rush it. And, I don't know, it just wasn't my thing. Especially with the lack of explanation. It was like, I kind of want to... Ah, shit. I kind of want to actually have a complete story with this kind of game. Because the difficulties that the Bungie had... I think it was the story director quit right before the game came out, or mid-development, or something along the lines of that, my friend said. And that is why the game's story suffered so significantly with it. Because, well, when your story director leaves halfway through the project, you have to restart some places, you have to start over, you gotta improvise with what you got. It's like, well, we gotta do our best. So they did their best with what they had, and it was not a saving grace. I wish I could say that they worked off what they did work, but it really didn't. The Exo Stranger appeared, and then you apparently get some story about how she doesn't even have time to explain, you know, all that kind of stuff. And then you defeat a boss, and then you're like, wait, did that save the city, or what happened? And then you're like, I don't know what's going on, and they shove you out there, and it's like, you're a hero, and then you're like, oh, okay. And then you've got one raid, which it kind of sucks that there are only 3 or 4 raids, 1 per DLC, but I don't know, I just kind of sat there after everything was done, within the first couple weeks of owning the game, and I was like, because, you know, I didn't really focus on the story. I was on-off. I played every now and then. I got back on. And I was like, you know, Clinton seems to be into this, my friend Clinton. And he's saying it. He's like, yeah, I think you should get back into this a little bit. And I went to go play more. And I officially beat the story. And I, like, gave up, apparently, halfway through the story, what I thought was the beginning. And I end up beating the game, or at least the story for the base game. And I'm, like, thinking to myself, what the fuck? I got cheated. I mean, I didn't really get cheated, because the game came with my PS4, and it was a huge Christmas present, like 2 years ago, I believe. 2-3 years ago, whenever the Christmas that Lizard Squad attacked, and I still fucking hate them. But, you know, nonetheless, that Christmas, I got my PlayStation 4 after everybody else had their PlayStation 4s, and I couldn't even play Destiny the first week or two because, you know, the servers and everything on PSN were just bombarded by people who thought they were cool, by, you know, attacking the servers and DDoS attack, and I was like, whatever, I don't care. So I got a little excited to play Destiny. I played some Destiny. I let it down for a little bit because I wanted to play Grand Theft Auto 5 in the first person, which, you know, I kind of had been playing, but I wanted to play on multiplayer, so that kind of got me hung up for a little bit. And then I came back to Destiny after a little bit of a break, and I was like, okay, this is kind of cool. And then I beat the game, and then I was sorely disappointed, and then it kind of tainted my view on the game. I kept it for a couple months until around the summertime. And then I got rid of it. I didn't see any value in keeping it. I didn't want to buy the DLC. The first DLC that came out I heard was lackluster, and I think that was the Dark Below. And it was good apparently, but it was short. And I was like, it's not worth the money. Then the House of Wolves came out, and then I guess there was some cool stuff going on with that, but I had already sold the game. So they had lost me at that point. Taken King had come out. I wasn't even paying attention to Destiny. I don't even know when the Taken King came out relative to now. But, after that, I was like, whatever. And then eventually Rise of Iron came out as well, and I didn't hear about it. And, you know, I ended up fucking rebuying the game after Destiny 2 was announced at E3 and everything. And the only reason I bought it was because of peer pressure. Everybody I knew was playing Destiny again. My friend Nick, or Crowfire if you will, ended up playing again. My friend Clinton got back into it on his new account. And then my friend Tyler picked it back up, but he didn't buy the DLC like the rest of us. And I mean, I sunk $50 right now into this, and I feel like it was kind of worth it. Because, I mean, the last couple weeks have engulfed me with this game. But what really was the saving grace was I played through the story again. I forgot how short the story was. And I ended up was like, really, it's over? I like spent 2 hours, I think, and we beat the story with my new hunter that I was just playing on. And then I ended up playing through the first DLC, which was lackluster. I switched back to my Titan that I'm about to play right now. And then I was like, yeah, let's go back through this. Let's go back through with this equipment that I left off on. And I had a revolver, and then I eventually switched over to this auto rifle. Well, not this one, but this one. And, well, this one has a cool story. I'm going to get to that in a second, and you guys know what the Kavastov 7, you know what I mean. It's a fucking M14 rifle, but nonetheless, you know what I'm getting at here. I ended up using my old equipment, got back into the game, discovered the third subclass, which was really cool. That was a saving grace, that whole third subclass mission, because holy cow, was that cool. And then I ended up just going back through and enjoying the game a little bit, playing some of the, like, Dark Below, which I didn't even intend to beat, but I guess I beat it. I moved on. I'm currently playing through the House of Wolves. And, I guess I can go back to this. Said I had to do something there. But apparently I went back through and playing the House of Wolves right now, which is pretty decent. I like the Scorch Cannon. That's a unique weapon. I kind of feel like there should have been another unique weapon alongside it, but I guess, you know, they did implement it into the Iron Banner quest line, which was kind of cool. I did enjoy that part where you had to blow up the turrets, stop them from firing in the air. And then I ended up playing through... After Dark Below, I ended up playing the Taken King. Taken King sold me. The amount of quality that went into such a DLC was good. I felt like they focused more on that DLC than they did the entire goddamn storyline of Year 1 Destiny, which everyone I think can agree at this point is kind of trash. I mean, I'm not going to be subtle here. First year Destiny has sucked. I lost interest in the game after that. But playing through the Taken King was good. The cutscenes were well done. The voice acting was phenomenal. Smart move on Bungie to put Cade 6 in the limelight. He did a fantastic job. Whoever he is, I want to meet him in real life, and I want his autograph because he is just the funniest character in this entire game. Next to the Ghost. The Ghost is fucking hilarious if you listen to some of his interactions with people. I'm joining up at level a level 8 and a level probably another 40 because, you know, why not? But I keep saying that, but you know, I'm thinking, I'm sorry. This is just improvised. I felt like talking, and if you want to sit through this, it's cool. But like I said, after the Taken King, I moved on to the Iron Banner quest line. And I was not disappointed. The cutscenes that went into that, the side quests that were in it, and the one I'll get to one of the shining points, but no, I did like the go this way. I did like the story. I thought the story was pretty good, if not just a little bit short. But I mean, it was worth it. I got it for a total of $50, and yeah, I don't know. I recommend it, especially if you can get the $50 edition. Right now, it's better than buying the $5 base game, which I thought was kind of sad how it's just a $5 base game and it's done. But yeah, I mean, in my opinion, that's worth it. But the main thing that got me right now is halfway through development, how much character they gave the Ghost. Holy cow, was the Ghost a good character? At first, it was like Peter Dinklage. I mean, I respect the guy. I don't watch Game of Thrones, but I respect the guy because Lord Tyrion, I think he's one of the only characters on that show after watching it briefly that I actually liked. Because give me a break, I don't really watch Game of Thrones, so, you know, you gotta give me a break there. But apparently Peter Dinklage, at first I was salty, well not salty, but sad that his character, his voice acting was cut from the game, because I was like, oh, I kind of like Dinklage bot. But no, I think the new voice actor, which I believe also voices Richtofen from Black Ops Zombies, another series that I enjoy, actually, you know, he does a good job. He portrays the Ghost as this timid, childlike being that knows a lot of stuff, and he brings a lot more to the table than you think. And because of that, you begin to appreciate his character a little bit more. And I don't know, I definitely appreciated his character just for what he was. For what he, well, for changing the voice acting, that took some guts, you know? That must have took a lot of time to redo some of that. It must have been a major decision for the people at Bungie. Okay, we gotta kill more apparently.
Great.
I don't know, I appreciated them doing that, I guess, because at first you don't realize you need it, and then you put it in, you're like, yeah, you know what, this is good. And because of that, I think I enjoyed the Ghost a little more than I did with Year 1, because I only had Dinklage bot before, and now it's like, I have this little guy, and he actually has some bonding moments, which are shown off in not only Taken King, but the Rise of Iron. My favorite ever mission in this game is the one where you get the rifle I'm currently using in my hands right now. And I just got this rifle last night, and I know I'm biased because it just happened. But oh my god, you go back to the first area of the entire game, which if anything you're gonna remember. You then rebuild this gun from scrap using materials you find in the Plague Lands. And then after that, if you know, like, if you haven't played the mission, you kill the captain that you're hunting, you get the rifle, and then you proceed to kill a bunch of Fallen. I don't know if they're Shiva infused. Yeah, they're Shiva infused. They're splicers. But you kill them, then you go back to where you were found, go on a ship that was next to it, and you overlook the entirety. I believe it was a beautiful view. It's not the entirety of the Cosmodrome, but you overlook a very beautiful destroyed area of the Cosmodrome, and he just proceeds to talk, and he's like, thank you, I guess, for being my guardian. And it's like, this is some The Last of Us level emotion, you know, bonding here. I really personally enjoyed that. My friend Nick, or Crowfire, was with me at that point, and we were sitting there, and he's goofing around, and I mean, I was there, and I'll be honest, I was on the brink of tears. that actually moved me, the way that they sold that character in that sense. It was like the ghost actually has an emotion. He's not just some random little helper like Navi from Legend of Zelda. He is a literal being that has emotions and makes you think. You know, he's been with you through the entirety of your adventure in Destiny. And he knows better than anyone else what you've been through, because he has helped you and you've helped him. And yeah, it's just something that moves you. So my friend Nick didn't really get it, but I enjoyed it. That was something that, and I mean, it takes a lot to make me go on the brink of tears, because I'm not, you know, I'm not one to cry easily, but oh my god, that moved me. And it's like the same thing why I love the first cutscene of the Taken King, because the ghost goes on about how he was searching for you, and how, you know, he didn't exist before the Traveler, and you get to learn a little bit more about him, and it's like, okay, that's cool. And I don't know, I feel like Destiny 2 needs some of that. You need some emotional characters to drag that all together. If you don't have those characters that drag it all together, you're gonna have another case of the Exo Stranger, where no one knows what's going on, and no one cares, and no one, you know, is feeling attached to the story, and the story sucks, and they feel like they wasted their money, and no one wants that, okay? If Destiny 2 gets that wrong, I'm gonna be very upset, because I am actually at the brink of pre-ordering it on Saturday, just to be able to play the open beta on Sunday. And if I don't enjoy the beta, I might return my money, and I might wait for the price to go down. I might put it towards Battlefront 2, which will hopefully be better than the first one. But I have high expectations this time going into Destiny 2. I had no expectations going into Destiny 1, and somehow I was still disappointed. So hopefully Destiny 2, with its raising the stakes a little bit, actually learns from the mistake that was the year 1 of Destiny, and they fix it up, and they produce something like the final product you get with Destiny 1 if you buy all the DLC. Because I will admit, if you get the $50 together and you can afford it, the $50 is worth every penny. You get your money's worth from the DLC altogether, and you save yourself $70 if you have the game separately. So yeah, my thoughts are that what else could they improve for Destiny 2? I'm hoping there's more gameplay that, like, defend yourselves, or open arena type things, like zombies, hordes, working with NPCs maybe, more special abilities like they've been showing off, maybe, I don't know, some more lore that's in the game, because that was a big complaint. Oh hey, he's a friend now. Big complaint I had about this game is that you don't really fight alongside anyone. You're only fighting along with yourselves. There's no NPCs or anything. And I kind of was disappointed. I wanted to see more NPCs. I would love to fight alongside Cade 6. And with the setup that the enemy is going to have, like, the enemy is actually someone I'm feeling kind of afraid of. Not afraid of, but, like, interested in. Because he looks like a Darth Vader kind of enemy. He just comes up, stops the Traveler from producing its light, and then he proceeds to, you know, just straight up tell you, this is mine now. I deserve the light. And yeah, and then you lose everything, which after playing Destiny 1, I now saw why people were like, you know, like, because I'll be honest, I spent forever getting my stuff the way it is, and for some dude to just come along and take it all, I'm kind of upset. I'm like, yeah, I want to kill him now. So yeah, Destiny 2, better story so far, from what I've seen. And I'm really hoping that we get more character development, more finalized story, more NPC characters, more equipment that's, you know, not just replicas of the same thing. I want year 4 levels of everything, because they can afford, if they've had all this time now since Iron Banner to make this, if they've had all this time, I'm expecting a half-decent story with a bunch of loot that they've been advertising. Cade 6 saying it at the end of the rally trailer. He's like, and there will be a ton of loot. And I'm like, I hope there is. I want to get some unique weapons. I want weapons like this, which are customizable as hell. I want skins. I want unique armor pieces that are like exotics, except the exotics are just fucking crazy in the sense like the exotics will stand out still, but I want some unique headpieces that I can be satisfied with, you know, like rarity level, maybe a legendary one or two that's like unique, and a couple of unique ones in the common to mildly rare section that'll stand out and make you want to get them. I want more class specific stuff, like if you're a Sunbreaker, and God, please let there be more Sunbreakers. I want this class to appear in Destiny 3, it's my favorite, but I want more class specific items or equipment, because I know there are, I believe there are emulsion gloves which you can get from Wrath of the Machine, and those gloves give you like a special perk. I want more stuff like that. I want stuff that makes you go, oh, that's cool. I gotta like put that on my bucket list to get it. Because last night I said that. I was like, why aren't there any more, you know, why isn't there any more equipment? Oh God. Why isn't there any more equipment that actually gives you perks? That I just want more special equipment, more unique equipment that goes with specific classes, that if you wear that, there will be... Dude, come on, turn around. Dude, okay, this is really starting to get to me. Come on, you can do... If you die, I'm gonna be very upset. What was I saying? Oh yeah, class-specific equipment. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like the lack of class-specific stuff in Destiny was a little bit underwhelming. I was like, I want to be able to look at someone in Crucible, and I want to be able to see, he's a Sunbreaker, he's got some cool stuff on, that's what he specializes in, I'm gonna have to be cautious for this and this. Instead, it's like you see someone, you're like, I don't know what the fuck he is. He can be a defender, he could be a striker, he could be a Sunbreaker.
So
and it's like, oh, I don't know what he is, he's just something. And you don't know until the last second. I want to be able to go into Destiny 2 multiplayer, which I'm trying to get into Destiny 1 multiplayer still. I kind of like it. I get wrecked every time I go in, so yeah. But hopefully, hopefully I end up actually going into Destiny 2 multiplayer with like, you know, this I actually like. I actually kind of like this, you know. But besides that, I don't think there's much more to expect from Destiny. I just want a half-decent story that's better than the first games. Then I want some more unique class items, fight along some NPCs, and more diversity. More diversity when it comes to the amount of things you'll be doing. I don't want to just defend the ghost while he sits there and is just, you know, unlocking a door while I face hordes of enemies. Because I mean, I want to be able to like escort, I want to do key items kind of thing where I pick up an orb or a hammer and smack people around. More Swords of Crota. That was one of my favorite base game missions, is the Sword of Crota, because you get to pull out a goddamn sword out of nowhere and you just go at it. You just go at it. And because of that, it's like, you feel like a badass. And I want to have more moments like that in Destiny 1 or 2. Because, I'll be honest, that was like my favorite mission in, like I said, it's my favorite edition. I can't talk. It's my favorite mission in the base game. My favorite mission in the second game is the one where you get this rifle. Or, not the second game, but like the, in the DLC. And my favorite mission for the Taken King, I'm not even sure. I never really thought that far. Not that. And I want more loot drops. I want more unique equipment. So that's the list.
Well done.
And I hope the beta shows that off. Oh, and I also hope we get more sparrows, if that falls under new equipment. Because let's be honest, sparrows, there's only two types of sparrows. There's the base sparrow with unique colors, and then you've got the, flippy sparrow that I currently have. And it's like, okay, these are cool, but I wish there were more types of sparrows. Those would be so cool. I want ones that, like, make you fly around the map. They're like ships, but they're like little tiny ships. And they take up like stamina energy or something, like with the boost. The longer you're in the air, the more boost that you use up, and eventually you'll run out That'd be kind of cool. But no, those are the kind of things I want. That's all I really wanted to say. I only really saw... I saw the, what's it called? I saw the Taken King opening cutscene, and after seeing that cool, emotional cutscene last night that made me actually feel some emotion for once, Bungie, you know, it made me think, Destiny 2's coming out. The beta's this weekend. I might as well talk about it, even though there's no point in me talking about it. So yeah, that's it. I don't know if anyone else is excited. This video will probably go up. I don't know if anyone wants to post anything in the chat. Treat it as like a comment section. But if you do, if you watch this in the future, if this actually does reach some people, which it probably won't, it's just a stream. I just streamed really quick to kinda... I'm not really much of a YouTube person, but I see everybody putting their opinions and stuff on YouTube, and I'm like, screw it, I'll do it. And yeah, so I decided to speak my mind. There you go. I'm gonna pre-order the thing on Saturday. I'll be streaming on Sunday for anyone who's actually watching this.